Hey everyone, First Stage Gaming here, and I'll get straight to the point. Nintendo is the latest company to pull out of Russia, and I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to punish the average Russian gamer. I'll let you know why I think that, but first let's get to the news. Now this is according to Eurogamer.net. They said the following. We have decided to suspend shipping all Nintendo products to Russia for the foreseeable future, Nintendo spokesperson told Eurogamer. This is due to considerable volatility surrounding the logistics of shipping and distributing physical goods. In addition, Nintendo eShop in Russia is currently under maintenance following the suspension of transaction in Russian rubles by the payment provider. Now, before you go and say I'm pro-Russian or whatever, just hear me out. Look, I know what's going on and I see what's happening in Ukraine on mainstream media and alternative news sites and channels. And what I think what's going on in Ukraine is tragic. Innocent civilians, women, children, hospitals being blown up. I mean, it's pretty messed up and it really sucks. And that's the unfortunate consequence of war, unjust or just. It happens, and it's terrible. But what exactly does this have to do with the average Russian gamer? Let's just say one who isn't involved in politics, maybe doesn't care or doesn't know what's going on because of their state media. I mean, let's just say it's a kid out there, 10-year-old kid, whatever. Suddenly they lost access to their online game, whether it's Switch, PlayStation. Right now we're talking about Nintendo, but let's just say they lost access to Smash Brothers, playing against their friends. And they're not into politics. They don't really know what's going on. They're not into the logistics or know any of that. So, I mean, is it fair to punish that kid and those kids? Is it fair to take away maybe the thing that got them through the day, the thing that kept them out of trouble? I mean, what about other platforms like on PC and PlayStation and Xbox, where those companies have pulled out as well, their support or service? And I think it's just not fair, to the average, Russian gamer, especially kids, but just anyone who is not really into politics and, they just want a game. And that's kind of what we're here for, right? So for me, it's a matter of punishing people who didn't do anything wrong. Look, and then on the other hand, there's basically a genocide or a war going on in Ukraine, where one country is trying to take over the other with killings every day and bombings and shellings, and it's terrible. Innocent people are dying. I mean, what about their lives and their rights? I get that. You have to do something to stop Mr. Putin from doing his deed. Now, is it through sanctions? Is it through pulling out companies that Russians use, like Visa and MasterCard? I mean, these little things are insignificant compared to a life and devastation and destruction in a country and invasion. That's for sure. At the same time, for all innocent people who are just out there trying to play their game or just trying to run their business, who don't have anything to do with politics, they're being punished, and I can see that sucking too. Alright guys, here are my final thoughts on the subject. This is a gaming channel, I understand that. I don't really dip into politics, but it is gaming related. And as much as I hate to say this, I really think that you shouldn't be deprived of gaming no matter what country you're in. If you're paying for your games, if you're paying for a service and suddenly they take it away from you of no fault of your own because your leader decides to invade another country for whatever reason, illegitimate reasons, if you ask me. But why punish, the average Russian gamer? I mean, I get the sanctions, punishing the economy and getting them to change their mind. And when I mean them, I mean, the upper people in Russia, like Putin and his gang. So they should be punished, right? And why should the people be punished? And by doing all these things, it's making all kinds of mess, not only in Russia, but around the world. Is it a small price to pay for killing innocent civilians and running people out of their country and homes? Perhaps. Is it fair? No, it's fair to no one. It just sucks. I just think you shouldn't punish the gamers in this, because as a gamer and hopefully as a person, you might agree that, punishing innocent people for just because their leader sucks is unfair and small price to pay. Sure, but I still don't think it's right to take away entertainment, regardless of the country. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think below, and next time we'll be discussing games. Have a good one, guys. Peace.